It's beautiful. It's pixel arted, beautiful. We think it's going to be the next big game. How do you mentor teams which are trying to build games? How people can start their gaming products? The central ministry people were here just to see what the industry needs. So our focus was very simple. We need game development as an elective for the students. Hi, I'm Sridhar Muppidi. I'm the co-founder of a company called YesNow. We build mobile free-to-play games. I'm also the president or chairperson of GDAI, which runs IGDC. GDAI is basically full form is Game Developer Association of India. GDAI is, we call ourselves GDAI because we are all obviously nerds and geeks here. We formed GDAI very recently, actually, while we have been doing IGDC for quite some time. We formed GDAI because we felt like there is certain issues we need stakeholders to look at, and that's the reason all game developers in India have come together and created Game Developer Association. It's been an amazing experience. Over 5,000 developers were here, right? And it's only growing every year, right? Last year was around 4,000. Over 75 investors have come from all over the world to meet investors and publishers, to meet the Indian game developers, which was amazing. We're going to start hearing some funding announcements soon. So that's also has been a great thing coming out of it. One of the biggest things coming out of this year is the presence of the number of high-level government officials here. Both bureaucrats and ministers, right? From a lot of states were here just to learn about what's happening in gaming industry. The central ministry people were here just to see what the industry needs. So we have had scheduled a lot of roundtables with them and the industry leadership to discuss those things. First of all, our ministries or the officials are already very familiar with what's going on in the industry, but we just wanted to impress upon a couple of facts, right? One is, there are over 60 lakh game developers worldwide. India has only 25,000 of them. Overall, game development makes over $300 billion a year in revenue. India has less than 1% of that. Now, we don't have to look at it as a bad thing. It's actually an opportunity for India, right? We can create so many more jobs. We can create so much more wealth in India by being in this industry, right? So that's what our focus was. But that's only going to happen if we do 2-3 things as the government. So our focus was very simple. We need talent. We need a lot of people, high caliber, high IQ people deciding to be game developers, right? That's how we're going to create the kind of ecosystem we can. So we gave clear requirements to the government. One of the biggest one was we have about 70 IITs, NITs, IIITs. How do we get all of them to have game development as an elective for their students, right? If that happens, the great advantage is if they're exposed to game development, maybe they might choose to become game developers, right? So that's an opportunity the government is looking at it. The second one is there are 6 national institutes of design. We want all of them to have dedicated game development programs. So that's the second initiative we've been asking government to do. So, and government is very receptive about it. The other thing to fix the short-term problem in terms of talent, we want government to come up with incentives, initiatives, so that we can attract international talent to move to India, right? That's another thing, because we all know globally there's a turmoil right now. And that's an opportunity for India. If we can get some of those smart people to move here and build their next products or next games from here, that's how we're going to learn. That's how we're going to grow. So it's the talent initiatives is what we were focusing on. Yeah, overall, what we've done is, as GDAI, we created a framework on how incubators need to perform, how people can start their gaming products, how they can go about it. How do you mentor teams which are trying to build games? How do you provide funding? So we created a really nice organized framework for different scales, incubators, accelerators and all that. We've released that white paper. So based on that white paper, what we are doing is we are working with states, we're working with colleges, universities to see if they want to create those COEs or incubators within their infrastructure, whatever they have. And we're giving them that framework, and we're going to facilitate that. We're going to help them set those up. We're going to give them mentors, because industry wants talent, industry wants more gaming studios to happen. And the MOUs were around that. And as you know, we've signed a lot of them. Yeah, there is a studio out of Nagaland, from Kohima. They are called Redimension Games. They have this amazing game coming up called Shogun Impact or something like that. And it's beautiful. It's pixel arted, beautiful. We think it's going to be the next big game. They're actually were discovered here last year, where Crafton funded them, right? So, and that's what IGDC is about. Small teams coming out of small towns, or in this case, all the way from Northeast, and getting discovered here and getting funding. Now they went back and employ a large team now, and they're growing very, very quickly. So we would like to see more of that. We're happy with the scale. We don't need more people. We're okay with that. It's just that there are more and more people internationally are looking at India, and they want to move here and explore what's going on. So if you are a game developer, or if you are somebody who's thinking of building games, this is a place to come and learn about what you should be doing. So we would encourage more people to participate, volunteer, or showcase what they're working on. That's how they're going to grow.